The president has long said that he believed he was under surveillance during the election campaign and afterwards as president-elect. I have now absolutely had it confirmed that his phone calls are being monitored now. All office daytime phone calls are being monitored by General Kelly. In other words, General Kelly is listening into the president's phone calls.
This is beyond bombshell. You have sources, and your sources have always been impeccable, specifically that Trump is being spied on by the chief of staff. This is beyond Watergate with Nixon taping people. Wow, does Trump know he's being spied on?
I don't know if he is aware that this is ongoing. Now,
But there are new White House tapes, and this was originally used to try to manipulate and trick the president into saying something wrong sometime. This is what you warned of months ago.
So I think what's happened here is that Kelly is probably recording the conversations for future review because, of course, he doesn't have time to sit there with earphones listening. Al Haig used to listen to Nixon's calls without his knowledge in the period in which Nixon was, becoming extraordinarily unhinged over Watergate. But this is a different thing. Now, here's the question. Is Kelly also monitoring the calls in the evening from the residents? Or is Kelly monitoring cell phone calls that the president is making? And of course, what does the president know and when does he know it? I have 3 different White House sources who have assured me that every daytime business hour phone call by the president is monitored by General Kelly.
Wow, and so you have sources that, I mean, as much as you can tell us about the sources, what they said specifically.
Well, they are sources that see the president every day and are in his orbit, and they tell me that this is known at the staff level, just probably not known by the president. It's bad enough we now know that he was being spied on last year. We now know that the deep state was tapping Trump Tower as we said they were, monitoring Paul Manafort, among others. But it seems to me that Kelly is just the newest deep stater to be surveilling the president of the United States. He's kind of picking it up where Obama left off.
And, of course, we know he's worked with them. So do you think Trump will be happy when he learns that Kelly's got this all being recorded and probably shoveled off to betray us, and probably the Clintons? I mean, that's probably George Soros. We know that McMaster reports daily to Soros.
Well, and we also know that McMaster was this close to being dismissed. The White House counsel, Don McGahn, has compiled a report about McMaster's public drunkenness in multiple locations. And his head was on the chopping block at the exact time that Reince Priebus was replaced by General Kelly. General Kelly then swooped in and saved his protege, his fellow general.
And that was perfect. He knew a coup was coming against him, so he acted like he was part of cleaning house, but used that just for a week with Scaramucci, then dynamited him.
Well, and unfortunately, after our friend Steve Bannon helped General Kelly get to where he is, because it was Bannon who first promoted him for Homeland Security, and then Bannon helped him oust Scaramucci, only to be ousted himself days later.
Amazing. Roger Stone will break this bombshell information down straight ahead. I'm Alex Jones, handing him the baton. Then at 3 o'clock, the War Room, and Roger's coming up back for that as well. Infowars.com, newswars.com. Spread those links. We're in a war. We need your help.
What the aging process is when the cell replicates, we lose a little bit of our telomeres. Telomeres are the little cups on the end of our chromosomes.
And when it runs out, you start dying.
Secure your DNA force today at InfoWarsLife.com.